My name is Chloe Ruiseco. I go to Immaculata LaSalle. I'm in 12th grade and I took the prep over the summer. Well, I had tutoring with another service, but it wasn't really making the cut, and they promised almost like a 1550, like 50 point increase. And after my mom paid so much money, it wasn't enough for bright futures or to get into like my dream colleges, even if like I knew I could do better as well. So we decided to try a piece of pie. So my math was higher when I started taking the SAT. It was higher than what was on the SAT. So I had learned like the algebra 2 and the geometry like the year or two prior, and I had forgotten like most of it, not gonna lie. So it was like it wasn't matching. And with test prep, like I said, it was just I was also trying to self-study and I couldn't find a schedule that like I can't like make myself do it consistently every day. I'm just not that kind of person. I feel like the tricks, I'm not gonna lie, after taking the test prep, I realized I would have probably never ever realized like some of the like ways that they want you to solve it. It's like they don't teach that in math class. It's like how am I supposed to come up with that?
Yeah.
But and that was probably the biggest problem, just like figuring out what the SAT is looking for. And I didn't until I got to piece of pie. So my friends had told me they were really annoying in the chats and stuff, and that it was a lot of work with school. So I was kind of scared because I was going to work full time, and my job actually switched from like 5 or 6 hours to like a full 8, 9 hour day. So I was also kind of anxious, and my mom was putting a lot of pressure just because it was so much money. And this is like not, it wasn't my last shot, but it was like she wanted to see the results and didn't want what happened last time to happen again. I would say Pizza Pie was very human in a way and very loving. Renan put so much love into each and care into each student individually, and I didn't experience that in my previous tutoring companies. And I felt safe, like in his hands, knowing that he was doing everything he could individually. Like when I found out he was writing the lesson plans for each student, I was like, wow, like that's crazy. That's he's dedicated, and I really appreciate that. And like I said, it made me feel safe even when I would get like really tired. I knew that if I maybe missed like one or two assignments at the end, I knew I would be okay because it would be more and more coming that he would prep us with. It was very nice. Very good experience. Know that it is worth it. It is worth like the struggle and the stress, and sometimes there's a disappointment and unfulfillment when you don't finish all your homework. I know I experienced that and I was like, dang, but it's a process and there is a result that will come through. I got a 1410 and my math went up 110 points. I had a 610 before and it went up to 720. I got bright futures, like right off the bat. I was like, yeah. And then I'm gonna take it again in October, but I know like even if I don't get a higher score, 1410 is still really good for the schools that I really want to go to. Maybe not enough for my reach schools, but I don't have a problem. And it's really like it's like a comfortable score, and I just feel at peace that it's one thing off the checklist that I don't have to worry about anymore. To really prioritize the work, and I know it's hard, especially now during the school year. I don't think I could have done it with during the school year. That's really a lot of work, but it is important to like because the work you put in is the work you get out. So I'd say just keep pushing, and it ends soon, or well, not soon, but like it will end eventually. This isn't something you're gonna have to suffer with forever. And that's what kept me going. I was like, almost there, almost there. Test day comes around and you get your scores and you get even higher than what you were expecting sometimes. It's an amazing feeling.